All right, welcome to today's episode of Your Daily Scrum. I'm professional Scrum trainer Ryan Ripley. This over here, I can't quite touch him, is professional.
Get your hand away. Wait, wrong. Get your hand away from me. Stop it.
Is professional Scrum trainer Todd Miller, and we're having a little fun today.
Poking the bear.
No, it's close to lunch, man. I don't want to make you're hangry, aren't you?
I get hangry pretty easy.
All right, so today's question. This one hopefully doesn't make you hangry as well. Let's see how we did. We pulled a question out of the backlog. Which are your favorite Scrum best practices? Mm-hmm. We get asked this quite a bit. Like, what are the best practices that you guys like to follow, or what are the things that we should be doing? And Todd, what do you think? What are your favorite, or which are your favorite Scrum best practices?
I think I could tell a really quick story on this one.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
So I was working with a team, and we implemented a rule that we had kind of a team working agreement. And one of the things was like, if you brought and you were on your phone during a team event, like a Scrum event, that you got fined. And so we had this big running joke where people would get fined. We'd put money in a jar, and then we took the money and, go to the bar, or have a couple of beers, or get some appetizers or something, or buy something for the team room. And it was awesome. The team thought it was hilarious. It was great. And, this add-on to the team working agreement. And I switched jobs, brought it to another team. And I said, this works so great this time. I'm going to implement the same exact practice. And I suggested it, and there was almost a visceral reaction. We are not paying for anything. We're at work, right? Why do we need a team working agreement? We're working together fine. There was mass confusion. People were really upset about my suggestion as a Scrum master to do this. That's the point when I realized there are no best practices other than the Scrum framework in and of itself. There are no best practices. How about you, Ryan? What do you think?
Yeah, I've never seen a practice outside of the framework that I could just universally lift and shift to another organization and it would work perfectly. And I think this is an important lesson that every Scrum Master will eventually learn as they face complexity in their environment and in their products, is that we are looking for good practices today, and we are continually inspecting and adapting those practices based on what we're learning tomorrow, right? And so we're always looking for that next good practice, but there are no best practices, and that's why empiricism is so important to us, right? We have to inspect and adapt constantly. That's not just for our product development, but that's also for the practices we're using to get there as well.
Yeah. Something to keep in mind here too is that it's okay to, I'll use the term delete practices, right?
Yeah.
Inspecting, I think I really like what you said there, Ryan. We should be inspecting to see if those practices are still adding value, if they've been around for a while. And then I'm going to add to this too, that no matter what people are trying to sell you, that there is no agile out of the box, right? There's a couple of frameworks out there that suggest that there is, and those frameworks are
not agile.
Yeah, so they really aren't. There isn't agile out of the box. There isn't. What's the manifesto quote that we're continuing to try to find better ways to work, right?
Right. Yeah, no best practices here. We're continually finding better ways of working, and that exploration and experimentation and searching for better ways of working, it never ends. Mm-hmm. And so keep searching, keep trying things, keep experimenting. When you actually find that you're doing things because that's the way we've always done it, mm-hmm. and if you're mislabeling that as a best practice, that's just rote. That you're venturing into the land of zombie Scrum or of bad Scrum. Watch that. Check it out in your next retro. Are we just doing things because that's a good practice for today, or are we doing things because this is the way we've always done it? And see where that leads. You might head off some zombie Scrum by just posing that question in your next retro.
Yeah. And all those things, that agile out of the box stuff that you're talking about there sure is a sign that decay has set in. And as a Scrum Master, put that on your back. It's time to step up. That decay is there because of you.
Yeah. Well, all right, everybody. I think that's enough for this question. I think we've made it clear. We don't believe in best practices in a Scrum context. What do you think? Leave us a comment below. Are there some practices that you think could qualify? as a best practice. Maybe you'd like to push back on us a little bit, or maybe you've seen a similar situation to Todd where he tried one thing at one place and it was brilliant. And when he moved on to another place, the idea flopped, and there just really isn't a one size fits all to Agile or Scrum. Leave us your comments below. We'd love to hear what you think. If you have questions for us, please leave those in the comments as well. We are more than happy to keep working on all of our viewer and listener questions. And if you leave a question in the comments, you're likely going to see it answered on a video.
Yeah.
Also, be sure to check out the socials. It's at Agile for Humans on all of the major platforms. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Make sure to smash that bell. Make sure that way you know when we release a new video, whether it's a Fixing Your Scrum, the main Agile for Humans show, or perhaps it's another Your Daily Scrum. Make sure that you're in the know, that when we release it, you get it. Aside from that, I think we're good. Thank you, as always, for sharing the show. It's just, Todd, I don't know what you think, man, but the numbers just keep going up, and it's just awesome to see. We have a great audience out there. And
it's been awesome. It's been awesome. Thanks for all your feedback. And we're getting questions and comments from a multitude of sources. LinkedIn, we're getting questions, Twitter, YouTube. It's easy if you all comment in the same place, but we're taking the questions nonetheless, wherever you are finding us from.
Yeah, and we're having a blast answering them. So please keep that up. And that's today's episode of Your Daily Scrum, and we will likely see you tomorrow.